Nikola Jokić is undoubtedly the best player in basketball right now, and the only reason this isn't a unanimous opinion is that he doesn't fit the mold of a traditional NBA superstar. He isn't chasing headlines, clubbing, or making flashy social media moves. He's a family-first, team-oriented player who just happens to be one of the most dominant forces the game has ever seen. But even without seeking attention, his greatness is impossible to ignore. The way he controls the game with his scoring, rebounding, and playmaking is unmatched, and NBA legends have taken notice. Seven-time champion Robert Horry, one of the most clutch performers in NBA history, was especially impressed with Jokic's Game 1 performance against the Lakers in the 2023 playoffs. That night, Jokic put on a historic display with 32 points, 21 rebounds, and 14 assists, leading the Nuggets to a statement win over LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Horry, who knows a thing or two about winning championships, recognized that Jokic isn't just putting up numbers, he's doing it when it matters most. His ability to dominate in high-pressure playoff moments cements his place among the all-time greats, even if he doesn't fit the flashy superstar image the media loves. And that's what makes him even more dangerous.
You know, the thing about Jokic is he's so talented. You have to figure him out. Is he going to shoot a three? Is he going to post you up? Is he going to shoot a mid-range? Or is he going to pass it? The dude can do all that at any given moment, and it can put you uneasy at some moments in the game. And I think because if you think about it, he's sort of like a Draymond Green from last series, but who can score. You know, Draymond used to be able to score when he first got in the league, but now Jokic is shooting threes. He's getting everybody involved. And he makes the game so much easier for his teammates. But down the stretch, you know, with the putting RH on him, it kind of confused him a little bit. So I hope that the Lakers know that he is smart enough to adapt to it. So don't hit him with the same thing, hit him with something different. Just keep him off balance.
Nikola Jokić often draws comparisons to NBA legend Larry Bird, thanks to his rare blend of size, court vision, and scoring versatility. While Bird tends to stay out of the media spotlight, his former Celtics teammate Kevin McHale is the perfect voice to weigh in on the debate.
I just think he plays the game the right way. I laughed. Someone was saying he plays like Larry Bird. I said, oh, well, no, he doesn't. But he plays like a big guy with great vision, like the Bill Walton type vision.
And McHale went on to discuss another comparison, stating that Nikola Jokic's game is a unique blend of both Larry Bird and himself, combining Bird's vision and skill with McHale's crafty post moves.
I'll tell you what, Larry played from your standard triple threat position in front of you. Jokic plays like a big guy with the ball atop his head. Look how many times that he plays with the ball. You know, he plays the ball upright, extended. He plays different than Larry, but has great vision like Larry did. He's going to put up huge numbers because he plays the right way.
Tony Parker played a pivotal role in changing how NBA coaches, scouts, and teams evaluate European talent. When he was drafted in 2001, European franchise players were almost unheard of. 2 decades later, alongside legends like Dirk Nowitzki and Pau Gasol, he helped pave the way for a new generation of European superstars. Safe to say, he takes great pride in seeing Europe's continued dominance in today's NBA.
I always took it very seriously to be a greater ambassador for French basketball, and now it comes full circle, with Victor being drafted, by the Spurs, and when you see Luka and Giannis and Jokic, European basketball is doing great, and hopefully it can be for a long, long time.
Gilbert Arenas recently appeared on a podcast where he was asked whether he believes Nikola Jokic is the best player in the NBA right now.
He can make that claim. He can make the claim. Some people are going to claim, well, he didn't win an MVP, so he's not the best. Right. But the MVP is not the best player in the league. Is the best player on the best team. Who knows their mathematics on how they use it. But from my calculation, Embiid should have been third.
The Agent Zero didn't hold back, going on to praise Nikola Jokic for his historic performances and the impact he's having on the game.
Listen, what he's doing is incredible. But, 80s and 90s, they're not going to let you put him in front of anybody that's Shaq, and I'm going to put you Will. He becomes, someone argued, is Jokic right now the 6th best center, right? And I'm saying, show me who's the top 5. And I said, if this is your list of top 5, then I'll actually move one of them out and put him as 5. Because of what he's doing. I mean, he's just playing the game different. It's not the sexiest way of playing when it comes to star power. When you're talking about star power, it's the dunking, the flash, and all of that. He doesn't have that. He just gets the job done. But when we talk about the best player in the NBA they're going to top three. You're still going to have, Kevin Durant up there as one. You're going to have Curry, LeBron, and Giannis. You're going to still have those guys, arguing, but, the way Jokic is playing the game, it's hard to keep him out of the top three.
Many regard Richard Jefferson as the greatest player to never make an All-Star team. Despite that, his impressive 18-year career solidified him as one of the top players of his era. Now, an NBA analyst, RJ had high praise for Nikola Jokic's incredible 2023 playoff run.
Show me another run from start to finish, but a 30-point triple-double throughout the entire postseason, we've never seen that before. So you have to put it up there with one of the great playoff performances, and coming off the heels of 2 MVPs, I don't know where he ranks, but what he's doing right now is one of the most impressive things that we have ever seen in the history of the game of basketball.
E.J. Williams' career remains one of the biggest what-ifs in NBA history. The 6'2" guard was a Duke legend, playing a crucial role in their 2001 championship run and earning the 2002 College Player of the Year award. Unfortunately, injuries cut his playing days short, but as a sports analyst today, fans still get to hear plenty of his insightful takes on the game.
So AJ, to me, he is a Serbian Magic Johnson. People are going to be like, well, what the hell are you talking about, Jay? Magic Johnson played, point guard, but also Magic Johnson jumped center in the NBA Finals, right? He can play with his back to the basket. The way he manipulates the rock is uniquely different than any other player in the game of basketball right now. Every play pretty much gets ran through Nikola Jokic, and then he gets like the scraps here and there, but his ability to pass the rock, his ability to make plays, the vision, all this is what makes him probably the most unique player in the league today.
Carmelo Anthony isn't a Nikola Jokic critic by any means, but he doesn't seem to be his biggest fan either. It's not about Jokic's style of play, it's more about the Denver Nuggets' decision to give Nikola the number 15 jersey, the same number Melo wore during his time in Denver. While Melo hasn't spoken much about the Joker, he has made some interesting remarks regarding the Nuggets' choice to pass his number on.
It was a petty maneuver. It wasn't like, oh, we got numbers to choose from. It was like, here, take this one. You got 15. And y'all put Jokic in the middle of that. He don't know what the f*** he don't even. He could have been like, I want to wear 15. I can wear 15. Oh, that's Melo's number. You know what I mean? Like, just pay homage. I don't know. He could have worn because he wanted to pay homage. Right. But what I believe is that they gave him 15 to try to erase
what you did,
what I
your
did.
accomplishments over that. That's crazy.
I used to think about it. I don't think about this shit no more, though. Yeah. Because what's meant to be is meant to be.
After an impressive 20-year NBA career, Jamal Crawford transitioned into his role as an NBA analyst. During an appearance on Inside the NBA, he broke down what makes Nikola Jokic such a special player.
He's at an incredible level, and each game, it seems he's getting better each month. He's so consistent. He's so unbothered when he plays. I feel like him, Greek Freak, Embiid, they're raising the level of each other's play. So to see what he's doing is raising the level across the league, and it's been unbelievable to watch. I think the best is yet to come, even this season.
Hall of Famer Dwyana Wade followed up on Jamal Crawford's remarks, adding his own perspective on what makes Nikola Jokic such a remarkable player.
I mean, he continues to play against himself. Like he's like topping himself. It's certain players that when the schedule come out or whoever they playing, you see they try to, this is where I need to go. This is the game I need to have. He has those games versus himself. That's what it seems like, right? He just continues to get better and better and better. And so it's a beautiful brand of basketball to watch, to see a big guy, control the game the way he does and the way he plays the game. It's just beautiful.
Of course, no Inside the NBA discussion would be complete without the legendary Shaquille O'Neal. Joining Wade and Crawford, Shaq shared his thoughts on Nikola Jokic. While their playing styles couldn't be more different, that contrast is exactly why the big Aristotle is such a big fan of the Joker.
I appreciate it because he puts up big numbers. But the great John Wooden said the true definition of a great player is one that makes his teammates better. The 500 assists, he's getting everybody involved. If you cut, he'll get you the ball. And I like when I watch him play, his other guys play hard because they know they're going to get the ball. I play with guys that they're not going to cut because they know I'm not going to throw it out. But when he gets the ball in the post, he's actually looking for them first. Then after they make, the first and second cut, then he makes his move. But, as a big guy, you have to appreciate 36 and 15 and 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds and 500 assists. Definitely a great player, and he plays his own way, his own style.
Shaquille O'Neal had high praise for Nikola Jokic, emphasizing that his greatness goes beyond just putting up big numbers. Quoting the legendary John Wooden, Shaq highlighted that a truly great player makes his teammates better, and Jokic does exactly that. He's getting everybody involved. If you cut, he'll find you. Shaq said. "I love watching him play because his teammates work hard, knowing they're going to get the ball." Shaq compared it to his own experience, noting that some players won't even cut if they don't expect a pass. But with Jokic, his first instinct is to create for others before making his own move. As a big man, you have to appreciate what he's doing. 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 500 assists. He plays his own way, his own style, and he's definitely a great player.
I just want to say, brother, volante.
There's no better way to capture Shaq's admiration for Nikola Jokic than to let the Diesel speak for himself. His respect for Jokic's game runs deep, and he had even more to say about why the Joker is truly special.
I think the kid from Denver is way better than him. Oh my God, that guy got a game. You know what I'm saying? I think he's better than Larry Bird. I mean, in this day and age, yeah. He can shoot that three like, oh my God. Compare him to Larry Bird. I think people pick him.
Dennis Rodman isn't often seen around the NBA these days, but whenever he does make an appearance or give an interview, he never fails to deliver a memorable quote, just like in his playing days. When asked about Nikola Jokic's game, Rodman had an interesting take.
I want to say in game one, it was Brown and Jamal Murray, and today it was KCP. But I just got to tell people, man, let's enjoy greatness watching this Joker play. I mean, he ain't flashy. He seems like a great person. I don't know him. I don't think I've ever met him in person before. But man, just appreciate greatness like we appreciated Steph yesterday and things like that. I just want to say, man, I love this kid watching him play basketball.
Charles Barkley, a key part of the legendary Inside the NBA crew, is known for his playful antics and back and forths with Shaq. But when he gets serious about basketball, his analysis is some of the best in the game. A huge fan of Nikola Jokic, Chuck never misses a chance to praise him, especially after a dominant performance like Jokic's Game 2 masterpiece against the Phoenix Suns in the 2023 Western Conference semifinals.
Well, Nikola has to be ranked right up there. There's no question about it. And for me, my personal bias is that I'm a former ABA player. So the Denver Nuggets were the last team that we defeated in our run for the ABA title way back in 1976. So I still pull for the ABA teams, and I was pulling for Denver big time last year, so you can tell that to Nikola.
Julius. Irving isn't your typical old head who criticizes today's NBA stars. In fact, Dr. J is a big admirer of Nikola Jokic and his unique playing style. When asked where Jokic ranks among his peers, Irving had high praise for the Joker.
And I'm not trying to make a complete comparison, but you look at Jokic's game and you look at Powell's game. They're not going to outquick you. They're going to play at their own pace. They both are shot makers. So you know, Powell was here first, but he kind of gives you that feel of how he impacts the game. Great passer. You know, just a very intellectual player.
James Worthy, often one of the more underrated Lakers legends, was a dominant force during the Showtime era and one of the best forwards of his time. These days you'll find Big Game James analyzing the NBA, offering insight as a commentator. He's a big fan of Nikola Jokic, especially praising his high basketball IQ, and of course, he couldn't resist comparing Jokic to another iconic Lakers legend.
Well, I had the chance to cover the Nuggets the first two rounds, and we were talking, in the back there, just watching him play in person. The feel, the passing, he doesn't beat you with the explosiveness that we've seen from superstars in years past, but just a great understanding of how to play the game, very unselfish, has taken over at times, but also can beat you with the pass, and really just a treat. Kind of the modern day version of a Tim Duncan, a guy that doesn't necessarily want all the attention. Obviously his game is a little bit different than Tim's.
Grant Hill is another star whose promising career was derailed by injuries, but his impact extends far beyond basketball. Now a successful businessman, NBA analyst, and the managing director of Team USA's men's basketball team, Hill's sharp mind and deep understanding of the game make his insights valuable. And as a man who appreciates high-level basketball, it's no surprise that he's a big fan of Nikola Jokic's game.
It's nice the way he moves the ball around when he doesn't have good opportunities. He finds the open man and hits him. I think it's a great setup the way they have the team, because they got guys on the outside that can really hit.
You can't talk about the Showtime Lakers or the greatest big men in NBA history without mentioning Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Widely regarded as one of the best centers of all time, the captain remains a proud ambassador of the game even in his late 70s. And unsurprisingly, Kareem is yet another legend who admires Nikola Jokic's skill and impact on the court.